My name is Justin Aldridge. I'm the Technical and Research Director at Artemis Marketing. And today, I'm just going to have a little talk about AI and its role and evolution in organic search. Now, AI has been a hot topic over the last 2 or 3 years, and not just in organic search, but obviously in everything and everywhere. Everyone's talking about AI, especially since ChatGPT appeared on the scene. The reality is that Google's been using AI for many, many years, even way before 2022 when ChatGPT appeared. So it was always Google's goal to get to a point of using AI to help it better understand the web, understand content, understand how everything is linked together, understand the meaning of stuff. So AI was always a big part of Google, and for many years we've been working on understanding how Google implements AI internally to improve its search engine. And how do we do this? We have been, for example, obviously following all the updates from Google when they release all the different AI models and they publicly discuss these. And through their patents, we read a lot of their patents, which talks about different large language models that they've developed over the years. And obviously we've just seen how the AI then impacts the search results themselves. So traditionally, Google's always had like an algorithm that's used to generate the results. So you do a search query, and then the algorithm will access the index, and then that's what generates the rankings that you see for the websites. But we know that over the past few years, and well before ChatGPT appeared on the scene, that actually the results for that search query are generated by the algorithm, but then refined by AI. And this is something that we kept seeing all the time. The engineers used to say, well, we don't really understand what those final results are in search, because we don't know how it's got to it, because the algorithm does its first pass and then they are refined by AI. And obviously what the AI does is not necessarily known, because it's generated that result on its own. It's gone through a series of iterations to get to the point where it says, okay, so these are the final results that we're going to show. And what we do know, for example, is with the different models that Google has been using over the past few years, such as BERT, they always give them these weird names. BERT was one of the big models. And then they brought out more recently, a model called MUM, which is a multimodal model. So that can look at videos, it could look at audio content, and sort of looks at all of the content and then decides what to do with it. And so we know that BERT used to be sort of used for refining search results, but now we know that, for example, that MUM is used to refine the page 1 results. So these things are constantly changing. And in fact, over the last 2 or 3 years, especially since sort of 2022, is that we've seen more and more effects of the results being generated by AI. And most of the decisions in terms of what ranks, what shouldn't rank, how well it should rank, is all AI driven. And so our approach here at Artemis is always, and has been for many years now, actually really just understanding how AI models work, how these large language models are set up to help search engines such as Google, such as Bing, how they're used to actually get to a point where they can generate the results. And not even just generate the results, but even help Google to better understand what the pages are about, what the content is about, and whether it should rank it or not. And it's a fundamental change in how Google works. And it's only going to get more intense over time. We're going to see more and more AI, and as it learns more about user behavior, what people are doing on the search results, what they're doing after they've left the search results, once they've clicked into a website, and all of this data, and the AI is able to, because it's able to analyze so much data over huge amounts of times, it's able to process this and run experiments continuously and say, okay, we can improve the search results, because actually if we move, people are finding the 4th result quite useful. So we'll elevate that, see how people interact with it, see what they do on the website, see what actions they take. And so the influence of AI is becoming very, very intense. And so a big part of what we do here at Artemis is not just to make our clients' websites the best they can be and the most effective they can be, But we're looking at things like engagement. How engaged are people when they click through from the search results? Are they finding it really useful when people actually are on those pages, when the user's there? And what happens after that? Because Google is able to see, through analytics, through Chrome browser, what actions people are taking. Did they find that website useful? Did they find it helpful? If we think back to 2022, when Google did a very big update called the Helpful Content Update, that shows that they've really gone to a point where they're really trying to understand not just are the results good, but are the pages that those users are being sent to good, useful, and helpful. And so we've worked for a long time. We've always worked in making sure that pages are great for users, but actually it's more important than ever. And that engagement that people have with websites has become absolutely fundamental for rankings going forward. And that's where we are today. It's making sure that we are, I say, feeding the AI, but we're just making sure that that all those signals from the point of the website appearing in search and the user journey thereafter are all integrated and they all follow up, because if there's a good user experience after somebody clicks a search result, that's really going to help that website not just rank better but maintain its rankings as well.